Hey. The old man's post, so everything is written. You can add a new post, whatever. Also, first of all, thanks a lot to Steven Steele from Minerva, who actually inspired me to do this in the first place. My goal is to build a full stack website in 6 days. I want to keep Sundays off. My motivation for doing this is I could have an idea or a concept I want to build, but then actually making it, I would always have to reach out to someone else. I want to be able to have the skills to take whatever feedback I get and be able to iterate myself. And so for this challenge, I was talking to a good friend of mine, Varnan, shout out to Varnan. He was talking about this issue where you read a really good book or you watched a really good TED Talk 5 years ago, it just isn't in your memory anymore. So the way my friend does it is he uses Notion as a tool to write down different takeaways from different books, and then he would look back at them at the regular pace. I really wanted to apply the same thing to everything I learned in college as well. I think I was looking into this last week when I was trying to learn German. There's aspects of space practice that language learners use, and I was thinking, what if you could do the same thing, the other things you learn? I want a solution that could tell me at which times I should look back at that particular knowledge. And I think the right problem here is, I don't want to be creative on this, a lack of a simple method to review content that you studied before. Essentially the three key parts of the MVP. Spaced practice science, something that's based on space practice. It would be a simple, beautiful way to input. Thinking tweet size, the UI has to be beautiful, just because easy way that's less than 5 minutes to review things. Why do I want to build this solution? Because I want to use it myself. The three main pages that I need to make: input page, post content, daily dose page, all content, like your library. Hey. I'm feeling quite comfortable with the coding. Yesterday, until I was able to do Hello World, I was really frustrated. Today the goal is finish the tutorial and then start working on the actual app. Tuesday, 5:30. Finally getting started on this. I feel like I'm in a good flow now. Goal for today is to build up the login system and the user registration system. I'm going to set up a simple storage system to store and view all the tweets.
This is the main website. Login, I'm trying to register. I'm creating a user. Login, all minus post. Writing the post. Let's try this again. Go back. All minus post.
You made it. How the post works. Posting function works. Now you can view posts and write posts. I'm very brain dead for a successful day. My goal for today is make it a little bit nicer and then set up the final function that would show you cards based on how long it's been since you've seen it before. There's some bugs still, but it's getting together.
Login, you can see all the posts from the user, and then you're able to look at, let's say, complex systems, and then you can find only the complex system ones. Subject, you can look at whatever, and you can see all the posts from there. And likewise, not just a function, but then you can add a new post. This looks pretty cool actually. And you can submit it.
The website is working somewhat. My goal for today is having the cards disappear when you click. Well, it actually works now, never mind. The daily post runs every morning at 7 a.m. in the time zone you're in. So it's to some sort of server, and I want to send it to a couple of friends and see what they think. Honestly, my only goal today is to get this app deployed so that someone else can look at it and give me some feedback. Yes. Digital brain, sign up, sign in. You could register, let's say, one of the users, man. And you can see the old man's post, so everything is written. You can add a new post, whatever, submit. You can filter based on subjects. Let's say it's complex systems, and then you can find everything that's complex systems. You can view the daily posts and you can read them. And then man's digital post, and you can look. So I ended up using the following stack: Django and Python for the backend, basic HTML and CSS for the front end, Heroku for the hosting. I want to especially thank Rein, Sharnan, Fabian, Sohit, Somik, Nikesh, and Vivi for helping me out with this project and the countless bugs that I was facing. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So things I did well. I clocked way over 6 hours, almost 8 hours every day. I was in a flow a lot of time. I didn't give up, and it actually worked out in the end. Things I want to change: I want to add one more hour, 6 hours to 7 hours per day. I want to get some more sleep per day. Spend more time on Monday and Tuesday to actually learn all the relevant parts of the challenge before I start working on the actual project. James Altucher talks about how every day he writes 10 ideas every morning for all sorts of different things, and I started doing this year. So essentially every day I would just like ideas for coronavirus, ideas for B2B Corona solutions, ideas for meditation practices, 10 ideas every day, and are probably like really bad ideas, but some of them that I like mark here are things that I think are good ideas. And I just think it's a really good habit of getting into. Just because there's this notion that ideas, you get them in the shower sometime and it's just like a magical thing that just happens randomly and you can't do anything for it. And I don't know, I've just been really fascinated by how athletes think in this sense. Like Kobe Bryant, I've just been really fascinated by basketball after The Last Dance. Top athletes would never go really hope by serendipity or luck that I end up hitting this shot, right? They practice it every single day. That's how I want to approach entrepreneurship as well. And idea generation is just one part of the whole startup process, and I don't want to leave it up to chance. So if I can keep that creativity muscle working through daily practice, I think that's a great way to practice that. Getting better ideas, or just being open to more ideas.